Hello, guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Laps and Yaps. This time is our first motorbike rider, as I'm joined by Kylan Shuttlewood. How are you?
Not bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah. So, just to get straight into it, do you want to begin by introducing yourself and your career so far?
Yeah, so I'm Kylan Shuttlewood, currently racing for the Rocket Rookies in the British Superbikes junior sport bike class. My career started in 2021, but I've been riding bikes since I was about 4, but it was on and off. It weren't like proper until I got to about 14, and then got into the Thundersport paddock when it was about. Had a little Yamaha 300 and did the junior. I don't know what it was called then. Junior something class. In 2021, did the last 2 rounds of Thundersport, and then the year after did NG on the Yamaha. I was meant to do a full season, but broke my arm halfway through the season messing about with a pit bike, so that weren't no good. Managed to get back for the last round at Anglesey in 2022. Got podiumed as well after not been on the bike for however long. Then 23 did a full year. NG did the newcomers class because I was still classed as a newcomer because I didn't do a full year. And then the junior class as well on the Yamaha still. And then that went well. Finished 3rd in the junior championship and 1st in the newcomer one. And then did my first BSB wildcard as well. Didn't go too well though, unfortunately. Crashed in the first race and my exhaust fell off in the second race. So I'll never forget that for the first one. And then the year after, 2024, brought an R7 because the new sport bike class got introduced in BSB. So we were going to do that, but it was just far too expensive after we got an eye in for it. And then, so we ended up saying we were going to do club racing. Went out, did the first club race, did a bit of testing in Spain with Rocket. That was good, seeing the new 400s, and they were a lot quicker than the R7 I had at the time. So we were a bit like, we don't know what to do here because we can't afford to do spec the bike up to BSB spec, and it weren't very quick in the club either. So we ended up doing 1 round at Cadwell with NG, and then Rocket invited us, to do a wild card with them on the 400, and it was mega. Proper enjoyed it. And then from there, I think I competed in the last 3 rounds of BSB, and then last year did a full season. And went well. Got a few podiums, finished 7th in the championship. Sorry, had a couple of silly moments where I weren't consistent enough. So now.
So then, why did you pick to race in junior sport bike for 2026?
Hard one, really. We wanted to do sport bike, but again, it's proper competitive class, which is what we like, which is what I wanted to be in. But it was a budget just we weren't be able to do it. So thought, go for another round, another season in junior sport bike, more experience, know the bike. It's a lot more competitive this year as well. There's a lot more people in it, so it's not a bad thing. But I'm also a lot more competitive myself. Ed's in a better space, so battling up the front, and then hopefully go for the championship, and it'll put me in a good position for hopefully next year to get a junior, get a sport bike ride, or hopefully super sport.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then, so how was the opening round at Oldham?
Yeah, it started off well. Practice qualifying weren't too bad. Obviously, everyone was getting back into it. The weather was barely holding up. It was a bit damp for qualifying and practice, but managed to bang it on the 2nd row in 6th. Got picked off by about 4 people on the last lap of qualifying, so that was a bit unfortunate, but still put me in a good position on the inside for the race 1. Race 1 got started, and then we're battling up the front. I think we were battling for 2nd. There's about 4 of us in the battle. Marley took off. Marley's quick around there. So he was gone within halfway through the race. So got quite nasty in the battle. Had good, a good like scrap, and then got to the last lap, 2 corners to go. I think what's the Knickerbrook? I think it is the right hander after the chicane. Just gave it a little bit too much because I wanted to get the run out of him out of the corner, and I high sided and chucked me off. So weren't no good. I was fuming. The race 2, the started 7th because it goes off times in BSB. It goes off the time you did in the first race. So still a decent position, one position back from what I started in race 1, and then but my head just weren't in the right space. It weren't my head. It was more just feeling of the bike. I had to change a few things because I smashed a few things up, and then it I finished 8th in the end, and so I weren't too happy with it. Where we started to where we finished, it weren't no good. Weekend's a lot better.
Better out next time. But was there like any key takeaways from the weekend that you can like build on?
Yeah, definitely. Got also I learned a lot of other riders, sort of what their sort of strengths are watching them, because obviously the R7s are new into it now, so I sort of know what the R7s are stronger at than the Kawasaki's, which is very much coming out the corners. They've got a lot more grunt coming out the corners, so I know now to carry a lot more corner speed and do a lot more sort of block passes on them. And then also like there's a couple new riders into it as well. So I sort of learnt off them, learnt their riding style, what they like, and how aggressive they are really, because that's all it's about in this junior sport.
How you can like go against them, use their So then which circuit are you like most excited to go to from the rest of the year?
Got to be Snetterton, I think. I've not stopped going on about that to see my family. I can't wait to get to Snetterton. Obviously last year, that was where I got my first podium. So yeah, I like Snetterton. It's my sort of riding style, but it isn't really. I prefer flowing fast tracks. Snetterton's are very much like in starting. But if it weren't, I'd say Alton as well. We've just been to Alton. All of them, really. All of them.
Yeah.
I've learnt a lot more from last year, so I'm excited to get on all of them.
So Snetterton is one of the tracks I need to get myself to. I've done quite.
Yeah, it's good. Just start away a bit.
So then, what is the prep heading into the next round?
For me, it's been a lot of training, to be fair. Well, I say a lot of training. It's been more resting training because I managed to put a hole in my elbow, crashing. So that's proper. It's left sort of, don't know, not mess with my head, but it's I can't lift much. It's quite a bit, to be fair. But so it's sort of resting and training at the same time. A bit of light training. Obviously, we get told not to do much really in race week, just in case, you want to be fresh, you want to be ready for it, want to be full strength.
Yeah, that's good. So then, kind of like moving away from just talking about sport bike, is there anything else you would want to race in?
Oh, definitely all the classes really. Actually, you know what? Sidecar racing. I'd love to have a go on sidecar racing. I said that to my dad before, like, because my granddad, he used to be a sidecar racer, and every time I watch them, they're only at like 1 or 2 BSB rounds, but I always go give them a watch. They look proper good, and I'd love to have a go on that. And then also I didn't used to be really like a massive fan on it, but I keep seeing more and more of it, and a lot more of my sort of people I've been racing against going into it, but the road racing as well. I've caught a little eye for that. Yeah,
good. That is too. I've never had someone say sidecar racing to me. That is a new one. I like that.
Yeah.
What initially sparked the interest in like motorbikes?
What sparked my interest?
Yeah, your interest.
It was, I don't know really. It was my dad, wasn't it? Like, obviously, my whole family, my granddad, my dad were always into it. So just being around it all the time, I think it's the same with a lot of people. Like, family are into it. You're around it all the time. So, like, I've got to do it, don't I? Got to try to be the best in the family after all that. So, yeah, be family, just being around it all the time. That's what sparks your interest. And then as you do it, you don't really want to let it go. It's like now. I think if I stopped, it's just like I couldn't, because you just feel like you're going to lose the skill. So that's what keeps it going.
I mean, it's good to like kind of have. It's not like motivation, but also like it keeps you going, which is good to have.
Yeah.
Then, like growing up in it and racing in it, have you had like any motorbike racing idols? And if so, who?
Probably be my dad, really, because so I weren't really, when I was younger, I weren't massively interested in it. Like, there's a lot of people I race against now, they were mad on it from when they were young, doing bike racing, all that stuff. I just got chucked straight in the deep end with going on the big bike, so I weren't really, I didn't really have any idols like too much. But it'd be my dad, because that's who I was around all the time doing it. He would always see it. Like, now I realise the stuff he's done hard, like the road racing he did in that, like, it's like fair enough, because now, back then I was like, oh yeah, it's just something you do for fun, isn't it? But it ain't. It just becomes your life, really. So but now I say my dad as well, Leon and Ron, to be fair, being around them a lot, they're the team bosses, Leon Aslam, them as well. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, like from Ron used to race and that, and it like makes you think, wow. So I'd say them three, really: Dad, Leon, and Ron.
There's always like a sweet one, because sometimes like people come along and they're straight away like, whoever's at the top of that their series. It's like
glory supporters.
There's quite a lot of Max Verstappen fans.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't say that. What actually caused your step into like the racing side of it? Kind of covered it already.
Really. It'll be my dad again.
Yeah.
Like, obviously my dad was doing his road racing. I think it would have been 2020 when he had his big crash. He had a racing at Oliver's Mount road racing, had a big crash, did both of his legs. So that sort of took a step on his career. And that's what I think, sort of, he couldn't just leave it like that. So he got me into it a lot more, got me a bike, got me racing a lot more. And then that's when I sort of took a shine to it and thought, I really like this, and I took it a lot more seriously. So I think that's how I've sort of got into it a lot more.
And then, like, complete change of pace for the next few questions. These are what has been named my wacky questions, because they're unrelated to anything. There's 5 of them. So to start with, what is one question you wish someone would ask you?
I don't know, like, that's a hard one, that one. That's a good one. What is it like to race a motorbike, maybe? I don't think I'd have an answer for it, but it's hard to explain. It's like nothing you've ever done before, or race it anyway on the BSB stage. So probably I know what's it like to race the BSB stage, something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then, if you had to do an escape room with a couple of people off your grid, who would you want it to be?
I don't know. What we're saying, like 2-3 people.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
Probably have to be Marley, because I know he's very switched on, and I think he'll be able to get us out of it.
Yeah, he might get out.
Who else? It'll probably have to be Jamie Muir, my teammate, because he's we're quite close, so it would just make it a laugh, wouldn't it, if he was in it. And then Who else? Don't know. It goes out of my head when I think about who's on the grid. Like,
Yeah, and it's like a difficult one because you want like the mix of fun in there, but you also want to like get out.
yeah, it'll probably have to be like Rory or something, like another one of my teammates, because again, be a lad. Just let Marley get all the work done out of there.
Yeah, and then I had to adapt this one a little bit. But if you had to be stuck in a lift with a iconic rider or a Formula One driver, who would you like want to meet?
Don't know. Probably has to be Ron Aslam again, because that's like, yeah, he's always Ron or Leon, because they've always got something. You're never bored with Ron or Leon. Like, even if you've got nothing about, they always think of something to do. So if I'm stuck in the lift with them, it'll have to be them, because it's they'll think of something to do, and you won't be bored.
Yeah. And then, if you were stuck on a desert island and you could only listen to 5 songs, what would the 5 songs be?
Oh, I'm gonna have to get my Spotify up on this. Hang on, let me have a look.
That's always a good sign.
I definitely will have 5. I've always got the music on. One of them would have to be "Say You Do" by DJ Fresh. It's a little dance song. You know what? Probably I couldn't do songs. Probably artists would be better. You know. So I'll probably have to say. I'll probably have to say bit of Drake, bit of MJ.
Nice.
Bit of Gunna. Bit of house music. There's so many. I couldn't. You know what? I'm quite big on the music, so there's so many. I couldn't just choose 5. Like there's loads, all different. I'm one of them that I like can listen to one song and then can just change to a different genre. Like I'll be listening to house music, then the next minute I'll be listening to country music. Like it's
like a real mix in that. And then my last question, and I have to say, because he always wants credit for it, this one actually comes from one of my managers at work. But if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be and why?
Probably I don't know, what's something sweet. Something sweet, a grape or something.
Yeah.
I'd say something like that.
Yeah. All right, that is all the questions I have. So thank you very much for doing it, and I hope you had a bit of fun with it.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for having me on.